we are Team Bobcat at the University of South Alabama in EDM 310. My name is Heather Kennedy.
I'm Jessie Reed.
I'm Santana Mullins.
And today we will be discussing shapes. Our grade is kindergarten, and our subject is Visual Arts Standard 2. Use line, shape, color, texture, and repetition to produce works of art.
Here's our shapes calendar. This is a week-long activity or project. Monday, we will introduce the shapes on a smartboard, ask students to assist in finding shapes around the classroom, and they will have a shapes tracing worksheet to work on drawing the shapes. On Tuesday, we'll review the shapes that we learned from Monday. We'll have a shapes activity game on a smartboard and a shape counting and coloring sheet. And they will also take out their iPads and practice their shapes on a Learning Shapes app. On Wednesday, we will show the Shape of Things videos so they can see how shapes are used to create different objects. And we'll use a smartboard activity with creating images using shapes. On Thursday, we will once again practice shapes on the iPad app if they have extra time. On Thursday, we're creating an art project using the shapes and we'll show examples. And on Friday, the students will present their artwork to the class. They will explain what they created, why they created, and the different shapes they used to create the artwork. And to get the students motivated and excited to learn about shapes, we have a shape song.
Look out! We are shapes! I am a circle. You can see me everywhere, like a full moon in the night, and the eyes of a teddy bear. I am a circle. You can see me everywhere, like a full moon in the night, and the eyes of a teddy bear. I am a square. You can see me every day, like the tiles on the floor and the pizza box. I say, I am a square. You can see me every day, like the tiles on the floor and your pizza box. I say, I am a triangle. You have seen me, I am sure, on the sail of a boat and a pizza slice, you know. I am a triangle. You have seen me, I am sure, on the sail of a boat and a pizza slice, you know. I am a rectangle. You have seen me, oh you have, on your window, on your door, and even in your microwave. I am a rectangle. You have seen me, oh you have, on your window, on your door, and even in your microwave. Look out! We are shapes!
And that's our video on the shapes. Next, then I will go into what are shapes or definition of shapes. Shapes are the appearances of someone or something. To create these shapes, we'll use lines, which can be straight, curved, or diagonal. And I will show the different shapes, the 4 basic shapes: a circle, square, triangle, and a rectangle. Then we will go into the definition of shapes. A circle is a curved line that connects all the way around. And at this point, I will bring down a circle, and then I will draw the circle. A square is a figure that has 4 equal sides. Once again, bring down the square and demonstrate. 1, 2, 3, 4. A triangle is a figure with 3 straight sides. Here's my object. 1, 2, 3. And a rectangle is a figure with 4 straight sides, but unlike the square, the sides are not equal. So the square has 1, 2, 3, 4 equal sides. The rectangle has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, but one that's long, another one that's long, one that's short, and one that's short. So it's 2 long sides and 2 short sides. And that's how you can tell the difference between a rectangle and a square. Then, once we have learned different shapes, I will ask the kids to tell me different shapes around the classroom. So I will ask somebody, can they find me a square within the classroom, a circle, a rectangle, or a triangle? Then, to finish the day off, they will get a practice worksheet so they can learn to trace the different shapes and get used to drawing them.
Today is Tuesday. Yesterday we discussed shapes with Santana. Today I will play a review game with the students to review the shapes. These are our shapes, and the students will place the shapes in the circle vortex or the triangle vortex. If the student gets it wrong, this is what will happen. We will also play this game with the rectangle and square. This is what will happen if it's wrong. Next, the students will do the shape counting and color sheet, where the students will locate the shapes on the picture and color it. They will also place the number of shapes of each shape in the shape. Students that finish early will get their iPad and play the Little Learner Shapes, where they will review shapes.
Today's Wednesday, and we're going to go over, so we've learned all the shapes, so we're going to go over how the shapes are used to make objects in artwork, and we have a short video.
The Shape Thing by Daryl Ann Dodds, illustrated by Julie Latham. A square is just a square until you add a roof, 2 windows and a door, then it's much, much more. A circle's just a circle until you add some lights. Chairs high and low, round and round they go. A triangle's just a triangle until you add another, an ocean and a sky, a seagull passing by. A rectangle's just a rectangle until you add some more, an engine and a track, a red caboose in back. An oval's just an oval until you add a nest, a wooden house and then a patient mother hen. A diamond's just a diamond until you add some string, wings and a tail, some friends to help it sail. A shape is just a shape, but look again and see. There are shapes of every kind. How many can you find?
And then I would pause the video and ask the students what kind of shapes do they see and what do the shapes make up. Then we would play a short activity where I would call on the students and ask them what shapes are used to make this house. So like if a student said, oh, I see a square, I would say come up and draw the square. And then maybe another student would say, I see a triangle. So say come up and draw the triangle, which is the roof. And then we would go through that until the house has been made. We would do the same thing for these. What shapes are used to make this car? What shapes are used to make this train? And what shapes are used to make this school bus? Then we would go in and I would show them examples for their project that they're doing tomorrow to create their works of art using the shapes that we've learned. So I would give them an example of like, you could make a train, a house, a sailboat, a little creature, an owl, school bus, cat, caterpillar, just whatever you would like.
Okay, today's Thursday. Today's the day where the students will create their artwork. They will be given a construction sheet, and then they will be given traceable shapes. They will have their color pencils, glue, markers, scissors to create their artwork. The first thing they will do is they will trace out the different shapes to create the artwork. Then they will cut them out, and then they will raise their hand and be called on by teachers to make sure they have everything ready to create the artwork. Once they're through with that, they can glue it. After that, they will make their artwork, and then it will dry. We'll come in Friday, and Friday will be the day they present their artwork to the class. They will tell what they made, why they made it, and what shape they used to make their artwork. And that's our lesson on shapes.